Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Good afternoon, dear students. I, Dr. Chintan Waghela, working as an assistant professor of English subject at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Dear students, today's topic is very important for all the students, those who are applying. Whenever we have to apply for the job, one of the most important thing is that we have to prepare a curriculum vitae in very effective way. Sometimes what happen that we are having enough skills, knowledge and some other essential activities that we have acquired, even though some people they are not getting the enough and the proper opportunities. So today we will discuss TYBA students, subject code ENGM-303, Block 2, Unit number 9, Job Application Curriculum Vitae. It's a part 1. For your easiness and to understand this topic very well, that I have divided this part into different way, so that you can understand it very well. First of all, introduction we have. Second is called covering letter. Covering letter, in which we are having certain points, meaning and the definition of covering letter, points to be covered in job applications covering letter, how to draft a covering letter, general hints for eye-catching covering letter, steps to write a covering letter, and suggested ways to draft circular letter. So let's start. The first slide is all about the introduction. So I am going to start. Please pay attention here. When applying for a job, two essential documents, a job application and a curriculum vitae, means CV, help us to showcase your skills and experience, serving as your first impression to your potential employers. A good job application is a formal request submitted to an employer, often including a cover letter and a CV or a resume. The cover letter briefly introduces you, which also highlights why you are the exact and the right candidate. A well-crafted job application should be professional by using clear, polite and confident language. Concise also. Concise means focusing on relevant skills and experience that you have achieved. And personalized. Personalized means tailor to the specific job and company. On the other hand, a curriculum vitae is a comprehensive document detailing your education, working experience, skills and achievements, helping employers quickly assess your suitability for a role. A strong CV typically includes personal information, means your entire name, full name, contact details, a short statement on your goals and strengths, which also includes education, means degrees and certifications, work experience means your previous jobs, internships, volunteer work with responsibilities and accomplishments. Skills means both technical and the soft skills such as teamwork, the communication and the computer proficiency. Achievements and awards, special recognitions or professional accomplishment also, and optionally references, the people who can vouch for your skills and work ethic. Crafting a compelling job application and CV tailored to the specific role increases your chances of making a strong impression and securing an interview. So dear students, all these parameters that you have to keep in your mind while you are crafting your CV. Let's go for the next slide. Next slide is all about the covering letter. Dear students, I think it is very necessary to know the first that what is the covering letter, why we have to use the covering letter, and do you think so that by using or by writing a covering letter that do we have more opportunities, do we make an impact on the people's mind, do we make an impact on the recruiter's mind? Obviously, covering letter, it means that that is one kind of document that mostly that we have to attach, mostly we have to enclose the first means before the your CV, because covering letter which gives a one kind of idea, a one kind of information to the recruiter quickly. So obviously we have to keep in mind that which kind of parameters that you have to follow, and by following all these parameters that you can make your covering letter more impactful. So let's start. A cover letter is a vital component of a job application, serving as the first document and employer reviews, making it crucial to create strong and lasting impressions. Unlike a CV, which provides a structured list of qualifications and experiences, a cover letter allows you to add a personal touch, demonstrating your enthusiasm and suitability for the role as well. One of its primary function is grab attention. A compelling opening can immediately intrigue the employer and encourage them to read further. Moreover, it highlights your strengths by emphasizing your most relevant skills, achievements, and experiences, directly linking them to the job requirements. A well-crafted cover letter also personalizes your application, showing the employer that you have taken the time to tailor, to write your message specifically to their company and role, rather than sending a generic application. This level of effort and enthusiasm can set you apart from other candidates who may not invest the same level of the detail in the cover letter. Additionally, a cover letter supports your CV by not just listing facts but providing context explaining why your qualifications, experiences, and skills are valuable to the employer. While a CV gives an overview of your professional background, the cover letter helps the employer understand how those details translate into success within their organization. A well-structured and compelling cover letter can significantly improve your chances of securing an interview by making your application more engaging, persuasive, and memorable. Next slide is all about the meaning and the definition of the cover letter. A covering letter, also known as cover letter, is more than just a formality. It is a powerful tool that introduces a job applicant to a potential employer, creating a strong first impression even before the CV is reviewed. Unlike a CV which presents facts in a structured manner, a covering letter allows the candidate to tell their professional story, weaving together their skills, experiences, and passion in a compelling way. It serves as a bridge between the applicant and the employer, which demonstrates that how their qualifications are suitable and also align with the company's needs and the requirement, and why the company are perfect fit for this role. A well-crafted cover letter should start with an engaging introduction that clearly states the position being applied for, followed by a section which highlights the key achievements and relevant skills, directly linking them to the suitable job and the requirements. It also express genuine enthusiasm for the company and the opportunity, showing that the applicant has done the research and is truly invested in the role. Finally, a strong closing should include a polite yet confident request for an interview or further discussion, which reinforce the applicant's eagerness and the suitability. More than that, just a summary of a qualification, a covering letter is a chance to showcase personality, motivation, and communication skills, making the job application more engaging, persuasive, and the memorable as well. Next slide is all about the points to be covered in the job applications covering letter. Dear students, till now we have discussed something about the covering letter, which kind of cover letter we have, what we have to add, and so on. Now we are going to discuss that certain points that we have to keep in our mind while we are writing the covering letter. Around 9 points we have. So let's start the discussion first. All these points are very necessary to keep in our mind while we are writing an effective covering letter. And it is not just a document, make sure, but a reflection of an applicant's professionalism and attention to detail and communication skills. To ensure that it makes the right impression, every aspect of its presentation must be carefully considered. The quality, color, and size of the paper should be standard and up to date, giving the letter a polished and professional appearance. The inside address must be correctly positioned to ensure clarity, while the date of application should be informed either in the American style. American style, it means that month, day, and year. Make sure in American style you have to mention the month first, second is day, and the third one is called year. So that is the American style we have to keep in our mind. One more option we have, one more style, that is called the British style. Dear students, I would like to draw your attention that in American style we are having month first, second is day, and third is year. Whereas in British style we are having day first, second we have to mention the month, and the third is called year, based on the employer's preference. So it is up to you that you can choose any of them style. A well written cover letter maintains a formal and respectful salutation addressing the hiring manager or relevant authority. Dear students, I have just mentioned word that is called the salutation. I hope mostly so many of you are very familiar with the word that is called the salutation. But I would like to draw your attention, salutation, it means that while we are writing the body of the letter, body of the application, before that we are using word called dear sir, dear ma'am, respected sir, respected ma'am. All these phrases, all these words called salutation. Dear students, salutation, which is very small part of the letter, but for your kind information, salutation makes a big impact on the reader's mind. Make a sense. If the letter requires a subject line or an attention line, it should be placed strategically to immediately convey the purpose of the letter. The closing of the letter should be graceful and professional by using an appropriate complimentary clause such as sincerely or yours faithfully. To ensure readability and smooth delivery, both the addresses, the sender and the recipient should be neatly typed, means very well, or written in clear and in very good handwriting. Additionally, proper folding and packaging of the letter play a crucial role in maintaining its professional appearance. The letters should be neatly folded and enclosed in a correctly sized envelope as well, which accompanies by all the essential documents such as covering letter and curriculum vitae. These meticulous details may seem small, but they collectively contribute to making a long-lasting impression which reinforce the applicant's credibility, professionalism and suitability for the role. Dear students, next slide is all about that how to draft covering letter. A curriculum vitae is a comprehensive record of an individual's qualifications, professional experience and the skills. But to truly make an impact, it must be accompanied by a well-crafted cover letter. A cover letter is not merely a formality. It is an opportunity to introduce oneself to the employer in a compelling, engaging way and in a personalized manner. While a CV provides structured details, a cover letter breathes life and coherence into the application by highlighting key achievements, showcasing relevant experiences and demonstrating enthusiasm for the position, which acts as a bridge which connects the applicant's qualification to the employer's needs in a way that a CV alone cannot achieve. However, before composing a cover letter, job seekers must carefully consider several critical factors also. They should thoroughly analyze the job description, research the company's values and the culture, and align their skills with the role's specific requirements. The tone, the structure and the content of the letter should be strategically crafted to not only reflect the applicant's capabilities but also express genuine interest and confidence in contributing to the organization. A powerful cover letter sets the stage for this CV, which grabs the employer's attention and increasing the likelihood of securing an interview very well. Dear students, I have identified some parameters, some crucial points that we have to keep in our mind. Let's discuss. Before crafting a compelling cover letter, it is essential to conduct through research on the job position and the organization to ensure your application is tailored for success, which starts by analyzing the job description very carefully, which identify key skills, qualifications and responsibilities required for the role. This helps you in structuring your letter to highlight how your expertise align perfectly with the employer's expectations. In this slide, there's some information that we are having that highlight personal abilities and the strength and your strength. Dear students, make sure we have to highlight some parameters that personal abilities that whatever you have achieved and your strength, like your computer skills. Suppose you have achieved some scores in your school time, in your sports and other activities as well. Second parameter is all about the present record of academic history. Academic history, it means that since your schooling till your latest and the higher degree, you have to mention, you have to manage all these certificates, degree certificates in a proper chronological order. For example, first of all, you have to go for the 10th, then you are having 12th, then your graduation, diploma, then you are having your master degree, then you are having your MPhil, if there is MPhil, then you are having PhD program and all these things. So this chronological order that you have to follow. Next thing is all about a compelling cover letter should go beyond simply summarizing a CV. It should highlight personal ability, strength. That is the most important thing, which is unique and valuable candidate. Next is all about include intellectual contributions relevant to the field. Relevant to the field, it means that intellectual contribution. Suppose you have participated in any kind of education competition, any conference, any seminars, any webinars, and all these things. Suppose you have presented a research paper, and all these things that you have to mention in this way. Include intellectual contributions relevant to the field. This includes all these things. Emphasize how this element contribute to the company's growth and development. So dear students, here you have to also mention that the qualities and the skills you have, how all these skills, your achievements are beneficial for company's growth. You have to identify your achievements, your qualities in a certain way that sir or ma'am, in this way my contribution, my skills can helpful. Use of phrase, natural and energetic vocabulary. Dear students, one of the most important parameter in the English language, that is called that vocabulary. Vocabulary can change the entire scenario. Kindly go through some vocabulary. Try to use some extraordinary words instead of ordinary words only, which reflect that you are having a command on the English language and showcase a well. It means that by getting all this data, you have to mention in very well in the chronological way. Next slide is all about that attention to detail, a crucial covering letter. Layout must be arranged neatly and elements should be framed accurately. So here we have mentioned some parameters that you have to mention properly. So very first thing is all about the names, writer and the receiver. Make a sense, you have to mention name properly. Name of whose name? Your name means that you are the sender, and the receiver, that to whom you are sending, that is the thing. A covering letter should be meticulously structured, as attention to detail plays a crucial role in creating strong impression. The layout must be arranged neatly, which ensures that the document appears professional and well organized. Each element should be framed accurately to maintain clarity and coherence. Key components include the names of the both writer and the recipient, ensuring correct spelling and the proper formatting. The designation of the recipient should be stated accurately, which follows by their address, which ensures that it is correctly written for smooth communication. The date must be formatted appropriately, either in the American style, means month, day, year, or British style, day, month, year option, which depends on the preference. A precise subject line should immediately convey the purpose of the letter, making it easy for the employer to understand its relevance. Salutation such as dear hiring manager or dear sir, means you have to mention recipient's name, should be used to maintain a formal tone. The body of the letter must be structured effectively, starting with an engaging introduction, a middle section highlighting relevant qualifications and experience, and a conclusion that reinforces enthusiasm for the role. Next slide is all about the general hints for eye-catching covering letter. Dear students, the word is called eye-catching. It means that how you can make a strong impact on the reader's mind, that why your cover letter is much more impactful and effective than the others. So here I have enlisted some points. Let's start. A well-structured covering letter is essential for making a strong first impression on the potential of the employers. The layout must be arranged neatly and accurately, ensuring clarity, professionalism and readability as well. Every component should be carefully framed to maintain a polished and organized appearance. The key elements of a covering letter, which includes the names, means writer and the receiver both, kindly ensure that both the names are spelled correctly, as mistakes can appear which careless and which looks like that you are unprofessional. Designation mention the recipient's job title accurately to address them appropriately as well. Next thing is all about the address. Clearly state the employer's address or the company's address to ensure proper delivery and documentation. Obviously, the date that use the proper format, either the American or the British, which is very convenient to you. Subject line, keep it brief and direct, summarizing the purpose of the letter in a professional manner. Next one is called salutation. Use a formal greeting such as dear hiring manager or the dear recipient's name to maintain respect and the professionalism. And by paying close attention to these details, a covering letter becomes more impactful, which demonstrates professionalism and genuine interest in the role. Next slide is all about the slides that steps to write a covering letter. So here that you can see there is one kind of slide in which we are having 4 different stages. Always start with the proper greetings, make sure. Second is all about that introduce yourself in the opening of the first paragraph. Always introduce yourself in a very well so that the receiver can identify that who is writing this letter. Promote your skills, try to enlist the skills in a proper way. And the fourth one is all about that thanks them in the close. Always be thankful wherever you are writing a letter, which seems that you are having a politeness. We are having some ways to draft circular letter opening. Circular letter. Circulate means that we have to pass one letter from one place to other place. That is called the draft circular letter opening. Means that how to start we have. So let's start. Begin with a professional greeting. Dear students, whenever you be professional, that you can always make a significant impact on the reader's mind, and which also seems that you are having a professionalism in your body language as well. So begin with a professional greeting which can impact proper impact. Since circular letters are usually addressed to a group, general greetings such as dear all to whom it may concern or dear valued customers are commonly used. The greeting sets the tone and ensures the recipients feel properly acknowledged. State the purpose of the letter. After the greeting, immediately clarify the main objective of the letter, that why you are writing this letter, your concern. Next, provide background information if applicable. It is necessary for your continuous and stability. This should be relevant to the main topic and should not overwhelm the reader with unnecessary and meaningless details. Next slide is all about that highlight key points of your key dates if it is required. If the circular letter involves specific dates, events or actions, it's important to mention them early in the opening. Next, make a direct transition to the body of the letter. Once the opening is complete, transition smooth the body of the letter. How it works? First of all, make sense. Make a direct transition. It means that once the opening is established, smoothly transition to the body of the letter. This can be achieved by clearly outlining what follows or by guiding the reader about what to expect in the subsequent sections. So dear students, I hope that you have enjoyed today's session, you have understood some points. Next time I will bring the second part of this today's session, that is called job application and curriculum vitae. So thanks to all dear students for giving your valuable time. Thank you.